Hi, welcome to the channel. This is your verbal mentor. Let's look at this RC. Okay, a quick analysis of this RC first. So the first paragraph here tells us about jobless growth between 1980s and 2007, and author furnishes this paragraph with statistics to prove the same. The second paragraph talks about a new trend that has emerged. Entrepreneurship may be on a rise, is what the author tells us. And third paragraph, author gives his view of the situation, and he says, unfortunately, this situation does not necessarily mean a positive impact on economy, because the proportion of high value businesses has declined. So these are the central themes of three paragraphs here. With this basic understanding of the passage, we can move on to the questions. The primary purpose of this passage is to, well, let's look at the options. Maintain that college students should form their own companies. Author has never given this suggestion. He rather tells us a fact that college students have taken to opening their own companies, but he never suggests the same. B. Argue that Indian economy in the past has registered jobless growth, a tempting choice. But this only covers the first paragraph, and therefore it's a minor point. This was just the intro part. So author introduces the past condition of the Indian economy, and then he moves on to a new trend that can be seen, and then he gives a view of this trend of entrepreneurship. Therefore, to argue that Indian economy in the past has registered jobless growth is not the primary purpose of the passage. Also, note the fact that this is not author's argument. In the first paragraph too, author has mentioned third person perspective, Sonia Balhotra, Rubina Verma, Ajit Ghosh and others. So it is not author's argument that Indian economy in the past has registered jobless growth. Goes out to present a nuanced view of a contemporary economic issue. Okay, contemporary economic issue is this entrepreneurship. Contemporary means new, so a new trend. The entrepreneurship is on a rise, and then author gives a view of this situation. So C seems to be the correct answer. D, evaluate the viability of low versus high value businesses. No, does not really evaluate this topic. So D goes out. According to the passage, that many college graduates are choosing to launch their own companies in the present economic climate leads from. Now, this leads from means what is the reason, what is the cause behind it? What is the cause behind college graduates choosing to launch their own companies? In the second paragraph, author tells us that college graduates unable to find traditional jobs instead opt to start their own business. So the cause is that they are unable to find traditional jobs. B should be the answer. The difficulty in landing positions typically open to workers of their experience. Now A, the difficulty in finding outside investors is not the cause, is not the cause behind choosing to launch their own companies. It's rather a consequence of it. And so is C. An increase in the prevalence of low value companies is a consequence of college graduates choosing to launch their own companies, not a cause behind it. So A and C go out for these reasons. And D is even factually correct. It's not less dire, it's going to get direr, is what the passage says. It can be inferred from the passage that over the course of recent recession, the number of Indian high value businesses founded per year, the number of Indian high value businesses. Okay, let's see. In the third paragraph, author tells us that here that the proportion of high value businesses founded each year has declined. But mind you, this is proportion. The proportion has declined. So the number of new businesses started per year has been higher. However, the proportion of high value businesses out of these new businesses has declined. And therefore, guys, because the numbers, the absolute numbers are not given to us, the number of high value businesses may have either fallen or risen. To take an example, let's say last year 100 new businesses were founded each year till last year. This year, the number of new businesses, the average number of new businesses founded each year has risen to 200. From 100 to 200, the number of new businesses has increased. Let's say now that 20 out of these 100 new businesses were high value businesses, and out of 200 now 30 are high value businesses. You see the proportion has declined. 30 out of 200 is less than 20 out of 100. It's 15%, it is 20%. The proportion of high value businesses has declined, as the passage tells us, but their number has actually increased. So we can't say about anything about the number. And it is also possible that 10 is the number, and therefore it could have risen, it could have declined as well. Number 4, according to Sonia Malhotra, the jobless growth in the Indian manufacturing sector. This is the key. So Sonia Malhotra here in the first paragraph, this is my question source. And she says this jobless growth in the Indian manufacturing has been puzzling and is in part linked to the productivity growth. Now please understand the idea. The jobless growth is in part linked to the productivity growth, which means productivity must have increased, and that is why companies, manufacturing sector does not need to employ more people now, more people today. Therefore, I can say that jobless growth in the Indian manufacturing sector can be attributed to a growth in productivity. Now, both A and D talk about a decline in productivity, while in reality the productivity has grown. And B says jobless growth has resulted in growth in productivity. It has not resulted in. In fact, it is the cause behind. So it shouldn't be resulted in. It has resulted from. So inverted cause and effect relationship. All right. The author's attitude towards the choice of starting a business over accepting a traditional job can best be regarded as. So author's attitude towards the choice of starting a business over accepting traditional. Last line is the question source. And author says the choice between accepting a traditional job and starting a business is very similar, is not unlike, which means it is similar to the choice between renting and buying a property. The latter, which means starting a business or buying a property, the latter requires a significant initial outlay and carries heavier risks, but sure, the rewards can be equally substantial. And therefore, his attitude is not skeptical. He's not dissuading you, because he says the rewards can be equally substantial. So definitely he's not dissuading you. Now, he's not completely enthusiastic either, because he does say that it carries heavier risks, which means he's guarded, but he's encouraging one to do so. So guarded encouragement. So if you enjoyed, guys, keep watching, subscribe to the channel. More RCs coming your way soon. This is your VM signing off.